Control check. And everything is in. Alright. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oscar's Tower, 044327, Soul Short 27, ready for takeoff.
Aero 44327, runway 27, you're clear for takeoff. Wind 25017, gust to 24, you're flying course.
And 327 is clear for takeoff on 27, flying on course. And what are we going to try to tell them what we're doing, or?
Yeah, we'll just head out westbound.
Alright.
For now.
Fuel pump on.
Yeah, did you even tell him what direction of departure?
No, he said just on course.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think he really cares which way we go.
Figured runway heading.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do runway heading up to 3000 for now.
Alright. Close the window. Everything's in the green. Speed is alive. 70. Go back pressure. Rotate. Positive rate. Gears up. Gears in transition. Warm.
Yeah.
They weren't lying when they said 80. And 25s. That door will hum sometimes, just so you know.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. I'll fix it eventually. It's actually the metal piece down here.
Gotcha.
Like, screw loose or something.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll take controls, you can toss
You're
foggles.
close.
Fine.
Fuel pump off.
Good.
Alright, I'm back.
Your controls.
It's a little better with the black on top. Doesn't give me that
The fishbowl.
fishbowl, light in my eye thing.
Oshkosh Tower, Cherokee 33745, we're about 15 to the northwest, inbound to land with hotel.
33745, Oshkosh Tower, right traffic, runway 27, report 2 to the northwest.
Traffic for 27, we'll report 2 to the northwest, 745.
Yeah, you can maintain runway heading for now up to 3000.
Okay.
I'll eventually vector you south and we'll shoot an ILS 36 inbound.
Okay.
It's a really good day to practice tracking a course with a crosswind correction today.
Right.
That's really what these first however many lessons are really about anyways, is experience flying the airplane under the hood, control and everything. The approaches are just a good way of doing it.
And coming up to 3000. And 24s. definitely gonna have to fix that. That's starting to bug me.
The humming.
Yeah, it went away the other day. As soon as we hit like 2,000 feet. Just that little metal piece.
Yeah, you can feel it too. When you put your finger on it, it
Oh, really?
vibrates really, like it's...
Like somebody whistling.
Yeah, like it vibrates your finger.
Alright, give me a second. Melbourne, Florida? Don't know. I got the van down in Milwaukee right now, and the van's not starting because the key won't turn.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's not good. Arrow 44327, gonna be left turn heading 180, vectors for the ILS runway 36.
Turn heading 180, vectors for the VOR. You said VOR?
The ILS.
ILS for 327.
Sweet, so I'm sending you that way so we can start getting set up for the approach immediately, which is kind of nice, because I will be your navigation all the way to the final approach fix, or the final approach course, rather.
Definitely get beat up today, huh?
Yeah, it's bumpy. It wasn't...
1045 is about 2 to the northwest.
It wasn't this bad at 3,000 earlier.
Really? But
It just makes it more challenging for you.
19,
Oh, yeah.
26, the altimeter is 294.
Clear to land 27645.
Okay, so what types of things do we need to do to get set up for the ILS? What do you think?
ABA,
Okay, what's that mean?
BA, right?
Yep. So what's the A?
A is...
You do this anytime you're approaching an airport,
Right.
VFR as well.
So, altimeter?
Nope. Well, that's, you'll actually,
Because you gotta get, I mean, I guess I
you'll
would have
set the
gotten it.
altimeter setting with ATIS.
Right.
A for ATIS.
Which reminds me, I didn't do that, by the way. ATIS for ABA, right?
At 11, gust to 21, visibility 10, sky condition clear. Temperature 26, 2.9, altimeter is 299.7. Which is RNAV, landing and departing runway 27. Attention all aircraft, please your back off, hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on initial contact that you have information hotel.
Hotel 23011 2997. B. Should remember this.
This is the biggest one, the most, there's the most layers to this one.
ATIS barometric pressure?
Nope.
No. Oops. What's my altitude?
Was that the first thing that was B in your head?
I know.
Gonna be build. Build the approach.
Oh, build the approach.
Yep, so a couple things that we're gonna have to do for this one. It's a ground-based approach, so we'll build it in the GPS, but we can't use the GPS for the entire thing.
Alright.
So we'll start with building it in the GPS.
Alright.
So go ahead and load the procedure for the ILS runway 36 into Oshkosh on there.
Enter, and would it be Osh or Kosh?
Technically Kosh, so you should be able to do it just under the airport there. You should be able to procedure it.
So, Jesus. Runway
36.
36.
Yep.
Enter. And then nope. Cancel.
If you click procedures, does it bring anything up?
Procedure. No.
Okay, here, let's do this then. Let's go direct to Kosh. Let's activate it. I think this is what the system wants. Now we should be able to go that. There you go.
Okay.
Scroll down to ILS 36. It's the second.
ILS 36.
There you go. And then vectors.
Vectors.
Yep.
Alright.
Perfect. Okay, so that's pretty much loaded in for you right away. And it says vectors to final inactive, so we'll go down here, we'll click on it, and it should give us an opportunity to activate it here.
Activate light.
Yeah, activate approach. Boom, vectors to final is activated. Okay, so this is telling you, so it says GPS to VLOC. You could use the GPS for this all the way up until final approach fix. Final approach fix to missed approach point has to be done using the actual ILS system, the localizer.
Okay.
So we'll tune that in. So pull up the approach plate. We'll take our time with this while the airplane's getting all bumped around.
Oh, shit.
I'll give you nice wide vectors here, so don't worry. I won't rush you.
So, show plate. Actually, I need to get show on map. And then procedure. And then we're doing the ILS for 3.6.
Correct.
Arrival.
Be under approach.
Approach.
There you go.
ILS 3.6.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, so the localizer frequency for this, what is it?
The localizer's 110.5.
Good, so tune that in. It's going to be down here.
Oh, we're not using.
Well, I guess you can. You can tune that in here, and if you flip that down to VLOC mode, then it'll work, right? So if you flip this, there. Okay, yeah, that'll work just fine. Whatever's tuned into here is active, and then we'll just make sure to swap it.
Swap it. Okay.
Right there when we get the chance. So, what's our approach course going to be?
Approach course is 04.
Okay, so go ahead and tune that in on there, 004. That's 040.
Oh, 004.
Yep.
All right. What is it? 10. That's 4.
Yeah, right there. Perfect. So that's tuned in. So building it, again, on this one, it's when you do a ground-based approach, it's a little bit different, at least for an ILS. This GPS is verified or like certified to shoot VOR approaches completely by itself.
Right.
So really the only approaches that you actually have to build with the ground-based navigation is ILS approaches. And again, this has to be used from final approach fix to missed approach point. We can't use the GPS as our primary source.
Okay.
So that's all set up, ready to go, and then when we hit that final approach fix, we'll make sure by that time it's swapped over to VLOC mode.
Okay.
Good to go. But up until that point, we're allowed to use GPS if we want to. So right now, under map, what's going to be drawn is just an approach course. Right there. The big
Which
pink
is
line.
coming back to us.
Yep. So right now, all that's going to happen is I'll vector you to it. So arrow 44327, give me a left turn heading 090, vectors for the ILS.
Turn left 090, vectors for ILS 327.
Cool. We got traffic about 6 o'clock, 800 above us. No factor at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, she's bumpy today.
Oh yeah.
And arrow 44327, you keep that left turn, come into a heading of 050. That'll be final vector for the ILS runway 36 to intercept the localizer.
Turn 050 for the final fix for the localizer 327.
And 327, you're cleared for the approach as well. Maintain 3000 until established, and contact tower Pulper inbound.
Contact Pulver from cleared for the ILS 36 327.
Good. So, ATIS built. We'll brief it here. I'll brief it for you real quick. Keep it nice and quick. We got the ILS 36 into Oshkosh, 110.5 is our nav source. We're going to swap that into here just in case as well. We need it. Good. Approach course of 004 is tuned in on there. Looks good. Runway landing distance 8,000 feet. Touchdown zone elevation is going to be 800. All sounds good. If we have to go missed, we're going to climb to 1,300 and then make a right turn to 3,000 to intercept the 111 radial. We can fly that using the GPS. That'll take us to the Luco intersection. We're going to be 3,000 until established, and then we'll be down to 2,700. 2,700 is what we're going to hold all the way till we have glide slope intercept. Upon glide slope intercept, that's where we will catch the glide slope and follow that down to our straight in minimums of 1,008 feet. Good, so your approach course is going to come in alive here, so go ahead and track that bad boy inbound. And I'm going to give tower a ring here.
All right.
I'm debating what I want to do on the go here. Okay. Tower arrow 44327. It's about 10 miles to the south inbound on a practice ILS 36. Will be a low approach northwest on the go.
44327, a practice eyes approach runway 36 is approved, maintained VFR. The service is not provided. A report over inbound.
Alright, VFR on the ILS. We'll let you know, Pober 327. So we're good to be down to 2,700 here whenever you're ready, because we're now established on the approach with our course.
Okay.
And what we can go ahead and do here, it's already swapped over into VLOC mode. That's really useful. So now we've got the proper nav source selected. So we should have...
To 2,700, right?
Yeah. Nav 2 talks to this down here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't do VOR, but it'll do an ILS.
Okay, perfect.
From
We're going
what
to
I
do that. For
understand.
some reason, we're getting a red nav flag there.
Oh.
Not a fan of that. So we'll just swap it down here. 110.5 is tuned in right here anyway,
Yep.
so it's still talking to the localizer.
Okay.
And coming up on Pober here. Boom. Good. Go ahead and pull off some throttle. So we're going to go time, gear, flaps, pitch, power, tower. So gear can come down if we're proper speed for it. 25. Good. In transit. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
3 green down lock. Good to go. Gear.
Fuel pump.
Yep. Approach checks and go ahead
Sure.
and. Good.
Props.
Good. And go ahead and go 10 degrees flaps.
And 10.
And tower 327 to Pober.
Four 4327, runway 36, clear for the option F. The option northbound departure is approved. Wind currently 24018, gust 23.
Clear for the option on 36 northwest on the go 327. Good. So now we've just got our nav source and our glide slope to follow. Doing a really good job on the localizer course right now. This is an advisory for you as well. We just can't follow the GPS as
Right.
our main source is all. So time, gear, flaps, pitch, and power for that approach speed, and I talked to tower already. Good to go. Looking pretty solid. Good job on the crab angle as well. About 6, 7 degrees, something like that. And on the go, I'll have you climb out to 3,000 on a heading of 330.
About 3,000, heading 330.
Good, so we'll take this all the way down to our straight-in minimums of 1,008. When we hit 1,008, we will execute our missed approach. Which again, for us, we have an alternate mist. So for us, it's just climb up to 1,200 and then make that left turn to 330 up to 3,000. That will be our mist. Looking really good so far. $200 feet to minimums. Feet to minimums. And we're not seeing the runway. Come on, execute missed here.
Execute missed.
Yep. Good job on funnel. Nose comes up for your climb. Positive rates.
That's right. You're up.
Good.
When would you hit flaps? After?
Flaps can pretty much be whenever you would like. 500 feet above the ground is sometimes a rule people like to follow.
Uh-huh.
Right now we're at 300. If you want to bring them out, the airplane's under control. It's totally up to you. And we'll climb up here in a heading of 330 up to 3,000.
330.
You squeeze that nose up a little bit more here. Okay, good.
And 25s. Switch tanks. Go to the most full now.
Okay.
So this means nothing right now because
It's trying to track
it's
the
trying to track
localizer.
the localizer.
Yep.
All I need to do is keep doing 330,
Exactly.
which is what the MST is.
Yep. Yep. So the mist, if we were to shoot the shoot the published mist, we can just use our GPS for that. But yeah, I gave you alternate mist instructions. So
Right.
now we're just assuming that we're on vectors to an altitude. So ATC is our navigation right now.
Right.
And arrow 44327, me left turn heading 310.
Left turn heading 310, 327. $3,000 coming up. $3,000, 24s. $20, 30 knots off the left of the nose right now.
Before it was 48.
Jesus.
It was, yeah. Shooting approach into Wapaka. Arrow 44327, proceed direct to Wawega for the RNAV 28 into Wapaka.
Wyawega?
Yep. Yeah, it's just WWEGA.
WWEGA?
Wawega. It is. It stands for Wawega or Wyawega, but.
Oh.
So yeah, what I would do for you
Uh-huh.
right now is I would put in into the flight plan. You could put KPCZ for Wapaka, and then just load the approach right away.
KPC. What was it?
It's Kilo Papa Charlie Zulu.
Kilo Papa Charlie Zulu. Enter.
Perfect. And
Correct.
then
Oops. Correct. Enter.
Good. And then what you can do is if we're going direct to Wyawega, load the approach. So click procedures,
Procedure.
runway 28,
Runway 28.
and then
Vectors.
via Wyawega.
Oh, via Wyawega.
Boom. Enter, and then go ahead and go down. It's going to say that this isn't active yet. So boom, just go ahead and click here, direct to Wyawega. Enter. Activate direct to Wyawega. There you go.
Alright.
Now we're heading to the fix.
Get my altitude back here.
Sure. And this can also boom swap back right into there.
Gotcha. So am I following that or am I listening to you?
You're following that now. I
Okay.
cleared you direct to Wyawega.
Okay.
Yep, direct to Waiwiga for the RNAV 28 into Wapaka. Okay, so what types of things can we do here?
Your ABA, ATIS. Actually, I gotta look it up, don't I?
Yep. That's why I wanted you to go to Wapaka. It's a little more work for you.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Clear all this. Clear all, and then I'm doing KPs. What was it? KPZ.
Charlie or Papa Charlie Zulu.
And then click on that. Direct to. Then APZ. AZ. Procedure, approach. And we're doing the RNAV for 29. 28.
Yep.
Okay, gotta load it up.
Okay.
And WAS. Channel 42621.
Okay. You don't really do anything for that. GPS does it on its own.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
Okay. Course approach 275. 275. I'm way over my altitude.
Okay. Right now, we're on a different leg for it, so you notice your course right now is 351.
Right.
I think it's at 351 in there for now, and then this will update as we hit the next fix and turn inbound.
Okay.
Then we'll tune in the desired approach course.
Gotcha. AWAS 118, 625. 118. What is it? 625?
Yep.
Then I can hit that.
Niner 5, remark. Density altitude 2,400.
Attention.
Wapaka Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1849er. Zulu weather. Wind 260 at 12. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 2,995. Remark. Density altitude
2995.
2,400.
2995. We already built it. Thank you.
Wapaka.
And then comms 1228. 8, enter. Switch it.
ATIS build. Yep, right now it's pretty much completely built. The RNAV is put in. And then for briefing, we got the RNAV runway 28 into Wapaka. Approach course is going to be 275. We don't have a nav source to tune in. It's our GPS. Runway landing distance of 5,200 feet. Touchdowns on elevation 830. If we have to go missed, we'll climb to 2,800 direct to Bruner and hold. That's a GPS fix. We'll use our GPS all the way through on this one. We're holding 3,000. Aero 44327, maintain 3,000 until established. You are cleared for the RNAV runway 28 into Wapaka.
Maintain 3,000 till established. Cleared for the RNAV 28 into Waiwiga. Yeah.
Into Wapaka.
Wapaka.
There you go. So we're holding 3,000. When we hit Waiwiga, we're good to get down to 2,700 by Foundry, according to our plate here. See that? So we're holding 3,000 right now.
Right.
We're told to hold 3,000 until established.
Right.
We're not established until we're on a published segment of the approach. So we'll hit Waiwiga, 200 feet above the minimum of that. But again, that's just a deck, so we're okay to be 200 feet above that. And then we'll have to be down to 2,700 by Foundry.
2,700. And then minimums are down to 12.
If you're going to be down to 1260.
1260 or?
Yep, it'll be 1260.
Okay, 1260?
Yep.
Minimum. 1260.
Okay. And we're coming up on Waiwiga here. says begin descent now, and go ahead and start to make that left turn inbound here. Yep. Course 275, it wants us to hold here. Megatron, I don't want to hold here.
Traffic, helicopter 1, Lima, 6 to the north, southwest bound, 2,300 Nils Hill traffic.
Activate latitude. Why are we got, yeah. There we go. Good, so pull off some throttle. We're good to get down to 2,700.
We're at 27.
Okay. So we'll hold here.
Hold here till Foundry?
Yeah. Yep, and then Foundry down to our 1260 LP minimums, which are localizer type performance minimums.
So we go 1260, okay.
Yep,
Not because the LNAV?
Yep, we're using LP minimums, so we got LP plus V. If we were using LNAV minimums, it's a different, it's just a different way of navigation.
Sure.
LP and LNAV are very similar, except LP is more precise essentially, so that you'll notice the minimums are like 80 feet lower.
Right.
Alrighty, approach is activated, everything is good to go. ATIS, build, brief, and approach checks. So whenever you're ready, you can run approach checks if you do gumps, or if you've got your own separate set of approach checks.
Okay. Normally it's slow down.
Okay. Yep, so you can slow it down to that approach speed, and then fuel pump mixture, things like that for approach checks whenever fuel pump you go about that. Gear won't come down until the final approach fix as well.
Props.
Okay. So we will hold here until Foundry, and at Foundry is where we'll do gear down, flaps to 10.
Alright.
Throttle down, we'll begin a descent. So right now we're just hanging out. I'm going to give Wapaka a call here. We're probably... yeah, we're still pretty far out. 14, 13 miles.
Taxiing the runway 28, Wapaka.
Wait, shit, what time did you have to be out?
2:30.
Okay, perfect, we're looking good then. Traffic Aero 44327, it's about 10 miles to the east inbound in an RNAV runway 28 will be a low approach. We'll back up.
660 departing runway 28 grass at Wapaka. I'm sorry, I'll be there on the runway 28 at Wapaka.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways. Alright, we're coming up on Foundry here in half a mile. Alright, time has started, gear, so pull off a little bit of throttle and slow it down so we can get our gear down.
And 660
Hey, you're down?
Good, flaps 10.
Flaps
And
10.
pitch and power for your approach speed of 90. And then mixture prop.
Mixture prop.
Good to go.
So it seems like I need to do mixture props
First.
Yeah. When we get to Foundry, you know, like for that final approach fix.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a little bit too much. I had to pull it back.
Yeah, speed.
Yeah.
Yep, I hear you. Traffic at Wapaka, are you going to be staying in the pattern? Okay, Fantastic. Packet traffic, Aero 44327's 5 mile final runway 28 on the RNAV. Going to be a low approach. We'll pack it.
Sylvania traffic, 10 minutes, carrying 14,000 police, call San Sylvania, Delaware, flight Charlie 9, 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking good here. Moseying our way down to our minimums of 1260. It's going to be an MDA for us. It gives you an advisory glide slope as well to follow, which is kind of nice. So LP plus V is technically different than an LPV approach.
It's vertical,
Really?
but only guidance.
Yeah.
Plus the plus V.
Yep. It essentially just comes down to legally followable glide slope versus not legally followable.
Right.
So this one you can follow, but you do have step down minimums. LPV
Right.
is just glide slope down to a DA. So that's all it is.
Too much small movements hidden.
Hey, you're looking good right now. Good corrections. Packet traffic, Aero 44327's 2 mile final runway 28 on the RNAV. Going to be a low approach for packet. Alright, curious, regear down to line, forward.
Gears down, flaps, fuel pump, landing lane on.
Rock and roll.
Minimums coming up.
Okay, so go ahead and level her off here. Nose up and track back to your course off to the right here. Yep, it's going to be pretty meaningfully to the right. And don't get any lower. I will just hold her here.
Lost the course at the end.
You're okay. A little bit of nose up here so it doesn't get any lower.
Good.
We'll just track here for a moment until our missed approach point. So right now we'd be searching for the runway. You know, we're at our MDA, it's as low as we can get. We're just hanging out, looking for the runway, tracking our course. Wait. Runway 28 is going to be our missed approach point, so we're just still tracking the course. At this point, we pretty much know we're going missed. We just have to track it to the missed approach point. Okay, and we're going missed here. Go ahead and add in that file, start to climb up.
Start the climb.
Okay. And achieve positive rates.
And definitely have positive rate. Gear up.
Okay.
Gears in transition. Gears up. Flaps.
And right now we'll activate here to Pruner, which it is taking us there. Looks good. That's not what I wanted to do.
There's an X up in the corner.
Gotcha. Sweet, so we are direct to Bruner now. Off we go. And on the mist here, we are climbing, is it 2,800? 2,800 direct to Bruner and hold.
2800 direct to Bruner and hold.
So that's what we'll do. In a real life scenario, you contact approach again and say, hey, approach 44327's on the mist approach, climbing 2,800. And then they would come back with something along the lines of like, okay, you know, what approach are you looking for next?
Right.
Type of thing. We'll just take this up here, head to the hold. We'll do a lap. So the GPS, each time you have to go mist, will flash a little thing here that says manual sequence required. That's essentially just it saying that you have to go in and manually activate the mist approach.
Okay.
So I went in and activated direct to Bruner.
Okay. 100 for...
Yep. So we'll head up, we'll do one lap in the hold, and then I'll take us out of here.
Okay.
I want to see this GPS in the hold. We did that one hold on the east side of Bago that one time,
Right.
but I had no idea what the heck was going on, so...
You want to activate the autopilot and see what happens?
Yeah, well, why not? We'll give it a shot.
And then GPSS. And 28 coming up.
It's currently selected in heading mode. I don't know if that matters down there.
No, because I have
Oh, it's all rigged.
GPSS mode right here.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a, like a GPS thing.
Yeah. It looks like it's attempting to correct back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It'll swerve like this first when it takes over, figuring out the winds and stuff.
You go 24 squared in cruiser.
Thanks.
And I'm interested in seeing how it handles it with the wind too.
Fuel pump off. Supposed to be down at 28.
Yeah, it's making its way back. It's only off like 1 dot of deflection right now anyway, so it's pretty good. This is zoomed in really far, so. Yeah, there's just non-stop bumps today.
It's like I'm climbing over hills every time. Hit a thermal.
It's all good. Make it work.
The wind's right on our nose right now, so
Yeah, Aspen's calling about 3 minutes to Bruner. Yeah.
still doing 109 knot ground speed though.
Damn. Yeah, this thing cooks. That retractable gear is fantastic.
I mean, that's the only thing the Cherokee 180's missing.
Yep. Cherokee 6 too.
Yeah.
So.
Medford traffic, 441 built top 8 miles to the east, inbound, runway 27, 2000 feet, Medford.
Two more minutes to Bruner.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good on time too. I think if we get to Bruner, do a turn in the hold. I want to see how the GPS reacts.
Right.
Set that up and then inbound for an approach into Oshkosh. I think we're looking good on time.
Okay.
this should auto-activate the hold here.
But I'm assuming.
We're about to find out. It looks like it's going to have us do a parallel entry, so we're going to hit Bruner, and then it's going to have us fly outbound for 4 miles because it's a GPS hold.
Okay.
And then it's going to have us do like that little teardrop entry, which
Sure.
you can kind of see there. The teardrop part of it's under the 278 track right now.
Gotcha.
But that's how it's going to have us enter this. What? You feeling like you're working for everything?
Oh, I'm definitely working it tonight. Every time I get down to 800, it wants to sit there and whoop, climb up.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad it's that way. Because again, the primary focus of these lessons in the beginning, the approaches are just a really good way for you to practice tracking and
Right.
altitudes and radio calls, but they're not the main focus of these lessons. So you having to work really hard to make this work is, I'm happy about that, unfortunately for you.
I'm always up for a challenge. As long as you don't puke, I'm good. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I promise I'm at no risk of that. Do you keep 6X in here for people?
I do.
Yeah, okay,
Got
good.
one down there.
Yeah, nice. Man, it gets so flat. If you look up, it looks like the world hasn't. It's like it hasn't spawned in yet.
Is that like
In
a
front
trick
of it.
thing?
It's-
Don't look
no,
up. But
You can look up. Like it's
Oh, wow.
so weird. Like
Yeah.
even by Oshkosh, there's a little more. Right here, it is like it looks like the
Yeah.
world just hasn't loaded. It's so weird. So, anyways, this area of the state.
I thought that
is-
was like, you're gonna knock me on a point or
No.
something. Don't look up.
No, if I didn't want you to look up, I wouldn't tell you to. I won't try to trick you. I promise.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. Yeah, I promise I'll never fail any of your instruments. I'll never do anything to make things difficult for you. Okay, now what I'm really interested to see is what advisory this gives you in terms of when to turn,
Right.
or if the autopilot will do it.
It's doing it.
I'll be damned.
Medford traffic 441 Delta Papa, upwind runway 27.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, I'll be honest.
I just gotta hold altitude then.
Yeah, the autopilot has a hard time being as aggressive with it as it needs to be,
Right.
but it does it. It does it for sure. And we're on what's known as the safe side of the hold anyways, so the hold, you can see, actually, I'll pull it up here. The hold is depicted here, and it's right turns,
Right.
right? So this is the safe side of the hold. This is the piece of protected airspace.
Right.
On the other side of the hold, it's known as the unsafe side, obviously. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you veer onto that side, you're just instantly into like traffic or something.
Uh-huh.
But there's a huge piece of protected airspace over here for us. So if you ever get assigned a hold by ATC, you'll never share a hold with someone else, nor will you ever really be near anyone else. The closest thing they could do is vertical separation.
Right.
So they could have someone else in the exact same hold, like 3,000 feet above you. But yeah, like right now, this overshooting the course is not inherently a problem.
Medford traffic 441 Delta Papa turning crosswind runway.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it does do it for you. I feel like I'm starting to understand the Avidyne a little bit more too. I remember that first time when we did the mist over the lake and everything, and we got to that hold and I had no idea what it was even trying to do. It just does it all a little bit differently than the Garmin is all. I feel like I'm starting to speak its language a little bit.
You could probably do multiple holds. That's why it's showing you the racetrack.
Yeah, so what will happen here is the dashed line there is showing what's next.
Right.
So what's going to happen is we'd hit Brunner, and it will activate the arc there, and then the next, when that goes active, that will be the solid pink line,
Gotcha.
and then the dashed pink will be the outbound leg.
Okay.
It's constantly telling you what's next. So yeah, you could hold it here until you had something else. All it knows now is to hold here. This is the end of our flight plan right now that we have in there.
Right.
So it'll hold here all day for you if you want it to. But we'll just track this inbound to Brunner. Ooh. And then Aero 44327, upon reaching Brunner, you can exit Brunner on a heading of 180.
Once we hit Brunner, exit Brunner on a course of 180.327.
So even though we won't actually track it, when we hit Brunner here, it should activate the
other arc.
outbound end, or
Right.
the inbound end rather, to pink, and then the outbound leg should become the dashed.
Then take it out.
Sure.
My airplane again. Oops. It is.
Yeah, boom, right there. The whole hold is activated
Yep.
now. Interesting. All right, we hit Brunner. 180, you are cleared right. No traffic.
Right?
Good.
For traffic 441 Delta Papa, turning base runway 27.
This is such a beautiful airplane. Which reminds me of the type of airplane you'd see at like the AOPA tent or something at air. I don't know, just like. Like it's one of those beautiful ones. Like I don't know, do you know who like Fly Me to the Fun is? They fly that 150,
yeah,
the blue.
the 150.
It's like one of those beautiful airplanes.
Right.
That just looks like it belongs at one of those displays. Okay, Aero 44327, proceed direct to resib for the RNAV runway 9 into Oshkosh.
Proceed to resib for the RNAV runway 9 Oshkosh 327.
Good. So what you could do right now, and 327 resib is going to be Romeo, India, Charlie, India, Bravo.
Romeo, India, Charlie, India, Bravo.
Yep.
Right.
So if you wanted to, you could delete that, and then what you could just smack direct to and just type in resib if you wanted to, just to get going in that direction. Boom, autofilled for you. Enter. Enter. Good deal. So we'll start heading to that, and now you can load the approach. The other way you could go about that is load the approach right away, and then just choose resib as the transition and activate it. But that can take a little bit longer. So if you just want to proceed direct to resib and then load it, that's totally fine.
Get my turn.
But yeah, ATC, anytime they give you a clearance, they're going to expect that they're not expecting you to turn right away. They're going to know that you need a few seconds to load things. So you can take that time. If you just feel like it's quicker to go direct to resib and then load, that's fine.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can just load the approach with resib as the transition and then activate it, and it'll take you direct to resib too. So now that we're direct to resib, we've got some time to think.
So I want to load the approach. Well, I guess I can get ATIS, right?
Yeah.
Oshkosh.
Yeah, you can.
0, altimeter 2995.
Thank you.
Oshkosh Tower, destination India. Oshkosh on weather observation 1853 Zulu. Wind 240 at 13, gust 22. Variable between 210 and 280. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 26, 2.9. The altimeter 2994. Cruiser approaches are in use. Landing and departing runway 27. Attention all aircraft, please back all, hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Advise on initial contact digit information India. Oshkosh Tower, destination India. Oshkosh on weather observation 1853 Zulu. Wind 240 at 13, gust 22. Variable between 210 and 280. Visibility 10.
Alright, good, Edis.
Temperature 26, 2.9.
And we're still tracking.
4.
Go back to tower. Frequency, in route. Recent.
Yeah, it'd be under recent or airport.
Yeah, recent, Oshkosh Tower. Enter. Switch. And then I know I'm going to be doing ground, so frequency, recent, Oshkosh ground, enter. So I got that preloaded.
That is very convenient.
Load the approach. So we're doing, I threw that other sheet away. I think you said RNAV?
Yeah, we're doing the RNAV runway 9 at Oshkosh.
Pre-search, RNAV, runway 9, enter with vectors.
To resib?
Resib, that's right. Resib, and then I can activate.
Absolutely. Oh, it wants you to activate COS, so click cancel. So click,
Are you sure?
Okay, here, yeah, activate that actually. And this is one of the nuances. And then go back in, activate approach. Right down that bottom.
Activate approach.
That'll take you direct to resib.
Okay.
This unit, for some reason, insists that you go direct to the airport before activating the approach.
Huh.
I don't know if there's a way around it. It's unique to this unit. Like the Garmin ones don't do that.
Right.
It's just an interesting thing, is all. Like it won't let you activate the approach before activating direct to the airport.
I guess maybe to make sure you're loaded up. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Oshkosh has two airports. It's got Pioneer and that. Make sure you have the right one loaded.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just interesting. Is all. So it's nice because it doesn't like delete your flight plan or anything.
Right.
You can just immediately activate approach then.
Right.
But. And Aero 44327, climb maintain 3000.
44327, climb maintain 3000, 327. Should have said Oshkosh Tower, but.
Right now we're assuming you're talking to Milwaukee anyways.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, we haven't gone over a ton of that stuff yet in terms of who you're talking to and when. But that'll come with when we get into like the real meat and potatoes of approaches.
Right.
Yeah, you're doing very well up to this point with tracking and things like that. It's meant to feel, I gave another student of mine this speech last night. It's meant to feel like way too much right now. Like loading approaches and doing all this stuff.
Right.
Like simply put, you're not prepared for that right now.
Sure.
But I want to make it, more difficult than like, oh, here's this heading and it's a more
Right.
productive way of doing basic instrument flying.
Sure.
At all times as well, one thing you can continually do is match this up with your desired course. So course of 122 right now, 122. This will always work regardless. It's just proper procedure
Okay.
to keep this updated.
Yeah,
with
I was watching it on here.
Yep. Yeah, and that
So,
does it on its own.
yeah.
So you got that going for you. But yep, I've noticed even when you are, when this is selected on nav 1, this is talking to the GPS as well.
Right.
Right, so you just keep them all matched up is just a proper way of going about it. So then if this goes bye-bye or anything, this is set properly right
Sure.
away. You never know. Okay, so we got plenty of time here. We're inbound to resib. Approach is activated because we're, again,
Inbound resib.
yeah, exactly, direct to the initial fix, so there's that. Let's go ahead and we can run our ABBA. So ATIS is already picked up,
Ace
built.
picked up.
It's about as built as it's going to get. For briefing, I'll let you give it a shot for briefing. Let's see what you think.
All right.
Again, we'll do a ground on this too. I just
Right.
want to see what you think.
Let me clear this out. Put Kosh in here. And then we're doing Oshkosh, RNAV for runway 9.
Okay.
Whoa. Definitely climbing as I look down. Back on course here. Close. Close.
Attack 842 Lima Papa is holding short runway 18, ready for departure, and will be a southwest departure. 842 Lima Papa, runway 18, southwest departure, approved. Crypt takeoff, wind 240.
How do you load a, oh there it is, procedure, approach,
And southwest departure, approved. 842 Lima Papa.
runway 9 GPS, there it is, transition, resib, add route, Never used that before, but now I know.
Yeah, the procedure function.
Yeah. Alright, altitude's good, sorta on course. 24s.
Jeez.
Alright, because I've never done this before.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to be at 3,000 until we hit heat tip.
Okay.
Once we hit heat tip, we can go down to 2,500 feet for catch up. Once we hit catch up to Jaeger, we do glide slope all the way down to, here I go off course.
I saw it happening. That's just what you did.
I know. They should have it so you can press a button and it tells you.
That,
Yeah.
that would be, right to ForeFlight about that.
Right to
That'd
ForeFlight.
be kick ass.
Because they've got Siri. Why can't Siri just read the,
yeah, RNAV,
Right.
front lane, fine.
right?
I guess partially, you know, it is one of those things though where everybody's got their own way of doing a briefing,
Sure.
so it is tough. Like all the notes, for example, that are in there, I don't want all the notes read to me.
Right.
I don't give a damn about most of them.
Right,
So,
I'm on a good intercept now for this.
okay.
He's at 390, ask us.
So once we pass Jaeger, or Jagup,
Yeah,
down to runway 9, we will be on the LPV. So we go down to 1,055 before we hit our missed approach. Once we hit missed approach, if we were missed, we climb, where is it?
You're, on this one, it's going to brief it because this is the,
Oh, here it is. Climb direct there or down here.
Yep.
Climb direct 3,000 feet to Primo.
Oscar, sorry for Lima Papa. We'd like to make this a southeast departure. Lima Papa, southeast departure approved. Southeast departure approved, airport Lima Papa. Just 390, get your clearance whenever you're ready. 390, your cruise to St. Paul at files, maintaining 3,000.
there's an instrument clearance for you.
There's what?
This is an instrument clearance.
Oh.
For someone else.
1.0 on squawk 3505.
You get the read back here. Clear to the St. Paul.
We're cleared St. Paul S filed 3000, 200 and 10, 27 nothing, 3505. Check yet 390.
Is that 393 back is correct, unit advisor, ready to taxi.
Do thank you.
Briefing overall was really good, actually, I think. Got the RNAV 9, approach course, 093, good to go. You read the mist. Will be 3,000. Resib to head up inbound to CCAP will be down to 2,500. Glide slope intercept will then take us down to 1055. We're going to do circling though, so we're going to do the circling minimums of 1280.
Okay.
So we'll circle to 27.
So make my minimums to, minimums 1280.
Good. And right here, GPS next leg, 184 on the heading in 2 seconds.
Damn. My bumps just make the thing go.
I hear you.
I'll do 1290. How about that?
Yeah, that works.
Airport Lima Papa, frequency change approved. Frequency change approved, airport Lima Papa.
A 184 is what I need. There's 184. And I'll do 189 to try to course correct. 192.
on the course, pretty much dead on. GPS is telling you something. Oh, in the bottom right.
Next leg, 094 in 2 seconds. 1 second. And start my right turn.
Good. We can also start slowing the
left
airplane. We can start slowing the airplane up here a little bit too, just to get to a final approach segment speed of that 90-95. Tower Aero 44327's head up inbound on the RNAV 9, circle 27 full stop.
Aero 44327, Oscar Star, Roger, report a 5 mile final.
Okay, we'll let you know 5 mile final 327. And from head up inbound to CCAP, what altitude can we be to?
Head up to CCAP, we can be 2,500.
Okay. Alright, LPV minimums confirmed. Talking to the right nav source, we are good to go.
Going down to 2,500.
Okay.
Tower November 439 Echo Romeo, South Airport with inbound with information India.
2,500.
Number 439 Echo Romeo, Oscar Star, report to left base runway 27.
Did it tell you on the straight in what the altitudes are?
Depends on what you mean.
Like what altitude I can be at here? Does it say on here?
It'll say in the
It'll
profile
say
view.
here, right? But it doesn't say on the map view.
On
overhead view.
I'm not sure. On the jet plates, I don't know if it does. On the CCAP, on the government plates, it does.
Oh, it does, okay. Probably does somewhere.
Yeah, I'd have to look.
Sorry. Alright, seat up, we can go 2,500 down to 1,380.
Good. And then when we have glide slope intercept here, we're going to go time, gear, flaps, pitch, power, tower for our final approach fix.
Repeat that?
Yep, I'll walk you through it in 2 seconds.
Thanks.
Okay, so there's glide slope, so go ahead and start to slow the airplane down here.
Yep.
And gear whenever you're ready.
And I can hit gear.
Pitch and power for your approach speed. And I will call tower.
Alright.
Tower Aero 44327's 5 mile final for runway 9, circle 27.
Aero 44327, roger, you can circle north of the airport for the right base runway 27. And I'm gonna have you break it off now first, we're going now, I've got traffic departing off runway 27.
Okay, want us to circle for the right base runway 27 for 327. Do you want us to break us off right now, you said?
Aero 44327, XMR, I got a fast mover off of runway 27.
Alright, no problem, we're bringing northbound. Give me a left turn heading 050, please.
Left turn, 050.
And you can pretty much hold our altitude 2,000.
Holding it
Check
too.
that 390's ready, 27. I checked at 390, Oscar Star, hotel.
Did you say 020?
Yeah, I overdid it though, let's go 040.
040.
And then just hold 2,000 or whatever here, don't go any lower. Yeah, we got broken off way early.
I was going to say, weren't we like 5 miles still?
Yeah, there's a jet coming off at 27. He's not even ready. He's just...
390, runway 27, fly runway heading, climb, maintain 3000, close check out, winds are 250 at 17.
Okay, give me a right turn heading 090, please.
Right turn 090.
Take off 27,
So I'll just leave you under the hood for now, get you some practice still.
Okay.
That's all good. And then don't go any lower than 1800.
Alright, I gotta put more power in.
Yep, you're also overshot 090.
Sorry.
You're good.
Thank you.
Yep.
Fixating on that altitude.
Yep, I usually let it go for a bit longer, but I don't want to
Alright.
veer towards the runway again with the Lear or whatever that is taking off.
Aero 44327, you said you were a full stop, sir?
Yeah, we'll be full step.
Aero 44327, roger, please cut traffic now and go runway 27, winds 250 at 17, gust 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, traffic in sight, Aero 327.
Traffic 12 o'clock.
9 Echo Romeo.
You said traffic?
Yeah, 12 o'clock, 2 nautical miles, 900 foot below.
Yeah, it's the jet leaving.
Oh, okay.
Departure and down for runway 27.
I've got him in
Give me a
sight,
turn to make the right down entry for runway, right
don't know
down
what
entry
it
for
is.
runway 27, I appreciate that.
Still left there, so let's go for 279.
Almost looks like a PC-24. Okay, I'll take Boggles from me here. We're on the downwind right now, you can just visually fly it down to 27, we're clear to land.
Alright. Alright, gears down.
390, contact me, okay, departure, safe flight.
Mixture.
9 Echo
Pulse
Romeo,
tank.
Midfield down for 27 type.
Left tank. Landing light on. Props.
They're on the right downwind, 9 Echo Romeo.
We got him at 9 Echo Romeo.
9 Echo Romeo, roger, follow that traffic inbound runway 27 with
first notch
250
flaps,
at
so bring her
17,
down
gust 23,
here.
clear land number 2.
27, clear to land number 2, we're falling back.
You can bring it in fairly tight if you want to as well. We got the whole runway. Land a little bit long maybe, and then plan for the, what is it, Bravo... What one do you take, 2?
Bravo. 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, 3 green. Fuel pump is on, landing light, anti-collision, 1 notch flaps. And 90s. Minimums.
Actually, can I land this one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here's.
I don't think
Flaps are in.
I've never landed this airplane, so I want to see. Door forward looks good.
Yeah, I just watch the props, because sometimes, you know, if I had to go miss.
Yeah, wants to haul ass.
Yeah.
Runway's pretty quick. Gonna go.
At about. Windsock's a little bit over. Not direct crosswind, but close.
I'm gonna carry this long.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels a little bit different. Interesting.
Sort of like floats and then bloop.
Yeah, I haven't landed it before, so
Clean up.
cool.
Alright.
327 will be Bravo 2.
Over to pack here.
Yeah,
Aero 44327, roger, right turn Bravo 2, where are you parking, sir?
Bravo 2 over to Pack Air 327.
327, roger, right turn Bravo 2, Bravo Packer, have a good day.
Bravo to Pack Air